Welcome, everyone, to Louisville Cardinals. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You as a quarterback when you throw to him, he can make you look good.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Sticks it in his belly. No, he just flat ran over him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Power football with the run. Smashes ahead. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses, and what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation.
They're going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'll be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Allen. He makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the 1st quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's McClain. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to Brown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting towards progression.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown Cardinals!
How do you not love them?
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Louisville! What a grab and go for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll go to the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's McCoy. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Noles are threatening in the red zone. Run it with the fullback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Big fullback's got it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Noles.
Number 15 with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Allen. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McClain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start in the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Flips it out in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Seminoles are on the move. Runs through the tackle.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Touchdown Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Allen. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Trying the left side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Roll it.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up 14 over UConn. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Underneath he toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Might be looking to run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Fullback's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Jones. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Got it.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense.
Let's go.
Reads it, fires complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 11.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Give to the big fullback. Bowls his way forward. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
He's open on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. It's complete to the right. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this...
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead, it makes it easy to play defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now...